Okay, and we're back. As you can tell, I still sound pretty damn shitty. I have the limiter set at -6, so we'll see where that takes us. Let me just do that real quick. Man, the white balancing thing on this is just weird. It'll autofocus or set it to auto, and it'll work its magic on one set of backdrop, right? And then you set it to something different. Hit auto again by accident, and it's on a totally different metric and scale. It's fucking annoying, it really is. So, I had myself a little bit of a tearjerker moment not too long ago. And I've got to be honest, I don't know how or what I did to deserve such a wonderful gift. And I'm sort of torn between, do I send also what would be a Christmas gift? Because, you know, I do want to reciprocate with an additional gift, but I also don't want to demean such a kind thing and take away. It would be like paying back a favor, and this isn't a favor, it's a gift, and I feel like it wouldn't be as honest from the heart and soul as I would want it to be. So, those of you that read the title, Dave sent me a little goodie box and a get well note, and it moved me to tears. So if I break down a little bit, I'll try and catch myself and pause the video or something. But damn, thanks, David. Let's get into it, okay? I removed all the important information, don't worry. Read me, please. Will do. Farsil the Wizard, Merry belated Christmas. Sorry this gift is late, but I wanted to give you a little something. Thank you for being a great friend, a wisdom provider, and an amazing YouTube content creator. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. May 2020 be an amazing journey for you, my friend David with DBS Tech Talk. Hope you get better soon. Oh, got one of my beard furs stuck to that when I was sniffling like a child earlier. I'm not above crying. Honestly, that was one of the hardiest little sniffle fits I've had in a bit, and it felt good. It's been a while since I've had a really good tearjerker moment that wasn't brought on by, like, with an audio piece of equipment, something moving me to tears just out of awe. It was almost always over a sorrowful piece. Oftentimes I would get drunk and just drink my mind out. Not to get drunk, but to make unbottling the bottle of emotions a lot easier. I would use it as a tool rather than an escape. So it wasn't an escape for myself, but it was to put me in a room and lock me in there with that bottle and allow me to confront it. So now y'all know a little bit more about me as me, the guy behind Farsil, the character, the wizard, the reviewer. I know, this is supposed to be an unboxing, and normally I'm kind of just straight to business and doing my shtick, but coughing my mind out, and it's a lot better today, a day after I did the unboxing for the Linsol stuff. Second. That's going to be a very abrupt change for some of you. Sorry about that. Small fit of coughing came up. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm a little too tired to go right into editing or do too much editing right after this. So let's go ahead and stop being all drama baby about this, and let's all see the wonderful things that he sent me. Oh, holy hell. Now I know some of you are saying, Farsil, just stop fucking making videos. Go get some rest. Fuck that, I can still talk. And besides, I don't like not having content for a good long while. I may not have a regular schedule, but I can at least do a little something, right? So, I told him I wasn't getting the KZZSX, and from everything he's seen and heard, the CCA C12 spanks the hell out of it, and he sent me his set. I don't want it to be like looking a gift horse in the mouth, but I'm definitely gonna message him and make sure he's absolutely okay with me having these. And I know these aren't very expensive, but it's kicks me right in the feels, you know, man. And arguably a dongle DAC that has gotten a lot of great attention recently, and I have a phone just over here that I can test it with. So coincidentally, I actually have today coming the Apple dongle DAC, because I don't know why I never ordered it. It's dirt cheap, but I finally was just like, screw it, let's go ahead and add it to the cart while I have it in my mind, and I'll just grab it. So it'll be really great, coincidentally, to test both of those side by side. I am legitimately excited. So let's go with IEM first, and I'll go ahead and give an initial impressions on both devices. I'm starting to become a box hoarder thanks to David, because, he likes, him and his viewers like the unboxing experience as well. So, and for moments like where you're going to give it as a gift, it's actually really super useful. So, it's called a 12 hybrid unit. It's not actually 12 drivers. It is 6 per side. And God, why did they do glossy black on matte black? Jesus. I mean, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but God, it's nearly impossible to read. Not the KZ Starline tips, which I'm perfectly fine with. I may not even use these particular tips, to be honest. I found a set that I really enjoy. Looks like your standard KZ-like IEM in terms of shell. Let's get y'all in close. So looks pretty good, to be absolutely honest with you. It's damn standard nozzle for this, very KZ-like. So I'm not too surprised. Let me get a look. There sure is. There's a little attenuator there. 2 base vents. There's one right there, and then one right there. Awesome. Nice little aluminum plate. I should talk to Jobby the Hong and see if he can lease out his cold touch technology. Yeah, I totally watched that guy. I found him on accident, and he's like hilarious as hell. A bunch of tips. Bunch of tips. Well, I don't feel any foamies. They are all squeegee, or not super squeegee, but your standard, there's the opening, good lord. I was grasping at straws practically. I don't think that's actually the right use of that analogy. Holy shit, look, there's the stars. Star lines. So yeah, some KZ IEM tips. A little warranty card in both moon runes and in the English. The user guide, moon rune, English, and of course I don't mean to say moon rune in an insulting manner. I don't know what the technical term is. I don't know if that's simplified. I don't know if that's a specific dialect. It's just easier for a dumbass redneck like me to call it moon rune. I don't know if this is the stock cable or not. I'm pretty sure the booklet mentioned something about microphone options. But this looks kind of like a KZ cable, but not super poopy. Not super awesome, but not super poopy. Yeah, that's right, I said poopy, shut up. I'm a big boy. I'll have to give that a listen here in a little bit. I'm definitely not going to use those tips. I'll just probably use my favorite tips. Oh, cool. They're 2-pin. No, they're C-pin configuration now. So that means my favorite cables are going to be quite distended. Oh well, here's what it is. The X2O X-Link. I think it's X-Link, isn't it? Oh well. Yeah. A sort of like a user card, product information, and information manual, instruction manual. That's pretty cool. Warranty card. Super awesome. I don't think... Oh, shit. How the hell do you get this out of here? Damn it! Oh, bugger, piss, shit, and ass. Get the... I don't want to hurt it, but I want it out of the package. Oh, why don't they give you like a little... Oh man, I sound kind of like Krusty the Clown. Hey, hey, kids. Oh god. The amount of times I've tried to impersonate him and I only sound good like doing it when it sounds like I've been a menthol smoker for years. Had to use a little headphone jack, but I got it. Got a little high-res sticker on there. If that falls off, that falls off. But this is a gift, so I'm not taking it off. Got a nice clicky bit of buttons on it. Microphone built in. I believe this is compatible with 3-pole microphone inline headphones, if I'm not mistaken. The solid jack, the strain relief, it's really stiff plastic, maybe stiffish plasticky rubber. Except for here, that feels like metal. So it would have been cool if they put like a little spring or something on there, but it's got a decent bit of heft. Kind of feels like the cable has a bit more stiffness in it than would be super awesome in the pocket, but that just means it's going to be kind of tough to hurt, to be honest with you. That's pretty cool. It's a lot smaller and longer than I thought it was going to be. The pictures make it look a lot bigger than I would have anticipated, to be honest with you. Really like this box. I might just hollow it out and use it for like tips or quick cable storage or IEM storage. That's what I do with a lot of these boxes, is I reuse them for all sorts of different things. Alright. Well, I'll doctor that up somehow. And I'm gonna give these all a listen. I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. There we go. Okay. So, coincidentally, my little Apple dongle came in. Okay, it does sound good. And the first thing I noticed was, holy shit, that is a thin-ass cable. So, yeah, forget everything I just said about this cable feeling not as substantial, but no, this cable's seriously really, really damn substantial. Not nearly as powerful coming out of my Note 8, because, you know, V50's hooked up, being my camera. I understand what it's doing now in the bass, and I don't know if that it's distorting it, but it's definitely embossing it. It's making it much more substantial off of that little guy, whereas this one seems to be a lot more even of a DAC and amplifier. Shit, yeah, I'd get this, but considering how cheap that is, it still wasn't bad. But these things are insanely sensitive, like 24 ohms and yeah, 24 ohms at 1 kilohertz, 2 to 40k, 7 to 40k response, and 112 sensitivity. So, damn, this is good. That's fine. It works. It got reasonably loud, but shit, this is worth every penny over. I'm not sure how much more expensive it is, but I noticed, and it was definitely way, way ahead of the pack. Initial thoughts on the CCA C12 is immediately forget the KZ ZS10 Pro. Just forget that exists and go for these instead. The ZSX I can't make a comment on because mine never got delivered. So if you've got a set and you either want to give or loan them to me, by all means. But I took that as a sign to just, fuck it, forget him. And it worked out for me in the end. Yeah. Holy shit. So the mids are not nearly as recessed sounding as the ZS10 Pro is to memory. The bass isn't as embossed in weird spots, but it still has damn decent bass. Not bass head level bass, but satisfactory bass. There is a bit of roll, and it's not super tight. It's not super defined at all. In fact, for a little bit more, the singers do a much better job. And for a lot more, the Dunmer Pro does an amazing job in terms of raw quality. Where these things start to shine are the BAs. The crossover sounded like it was done pretty damn well. The cymbals, maybe it was the hi-hat. I think cymbals are more of a kush or tush sort of a sound. There's an ah sort of a sound to it. Whereas I think hi-hats are more of a tsh or a he or tsh sort of sound. There's an eh, a brighter note, more metallic note to it. Less of a ring, more of a hiss, if you get my meaning. And that was the only point where this begins to become really homogenized and very bottlenecked. Not so much grainy, but bottlenecked, and it loses definition. But it wasn't bad. I was catching some things off of the cymbals that the Dunmer Pro really impressed me on, that the singers was getting a little bit of also. But I don't know. That may be the crossover doing its thing. It could be that BAs are just better at that than the magnetostatic driver. Not 100% sure. But these I think were around 40 something, 55 something. Point is, get these over the ZS10 Pros, easy. At this point, I pretend that the ZS10 Pros don't exist. They look prettier in my opinion, but I don't like the sound. And you see my favorite tips are on there because they are substantially comfier. Again, for the love of God, please someone help me find these tips, the OEM, and I'll just order like a buck bajillion ton of them. All of them. I love these tips so damn much. Yeah, really impressed so far. This is easily worth the money. If it's around what I'm thinking it's around, even if it's around 60, 65, I would say it's still a really great representation of that price range, and it punches really well at its price belt if it's around that 40 to 65 range. It's no basehead IEM, but it's not a slouch. Very impressed with them. I didn't think I'd like them as much as I really do. And I'm not just saying that because it's a gift. I'm genuinely impressed, actually. So, yeah. You weren't kidding, Dave. These are impressive. I'll be damned. This is also super duper impressive. I mean, 32 milliwatts at 32 ohms? Yeah, that Saber DAC I believe it's using is damn impressive. It is a delight to listen to. Awesome. I may just do a bulk review of the dongle DACs that I own. Do a little shootout, because so far I can tell you this is winning in terms of raw expenditure. I gave an X-Duo, no, a Heiditz one to my little brother. I'll see if he'll let me borrow it. Go from there, and that way I'll have like a triple threat. I think it was an S2, Sonata S2, maybe an S3. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the reviews on these. I'm gonna try and get the video for the unboxing of this and the other one out today if I can. Thank you all very much for joining me. Oh, good God. David, thank you for this wonderful gift. You brought a true happy tear to my eyes. Thank you for being a wonderful person and an even better friend. I've said it before in many other videos, you are my moral compass. You are my aural, my ear compass. You're a great guy. Shit. I don't think I'd be nearly as good as I am now. Yeah, no, head up my own ass. Forgive me. I wouldn't be nearly where I'm at or as good as I am now or have the friends or the connections without someone like you backing me up and just, like, do it. Yeah, thanks, man. That means a lot. Okay, cool. That's just the glove for a second there. I thought I got a bit of snot on it. That's all I got for today. Sorry. Thank you very much for joining me today, my children. Have a beautiful morning, a wonderful afternoon, and a lovely evening. Rest and become strong once more. And may you travel far and wide within the realm of your dreamscapes. So long as it leads you back to me, your favorite, the great wizard, Farsil. Alright. Let's get this over. Ready, set, and poof.